So, good day, my people. Yeah, yesterday I said that I will be posting videos of Reverend Fathers who have been a staunch supporter of Zion Ministry. Reverend Fathers who have fought for Zion Ministry publicly. They didn't hide. They were in the forefront. But today, they've turned to be the highest nightmare of Zion Ministry. They are ranking number one most antagonist Zion Ministry have. Then the question that you need to ask yourself after watching this video is, why the sudden change? Why do these Reverend Fathers suddenly change and become the number one antagonist of Zion Ministry? Then after asking yourself, if you're a Zionite, you ask yourself, what was your contribution to the change of mind of these people who have been in the forefront fighting for Zion Ministry all this while that they've been on trials? Most of you have never come across any of these videos. I'm just going to post one. You get? I'll just post one. Maybe if they didn't touch me again, I'll be posting other Reverend Fathers. But today, they are antagonizing Evangelist Kobe. Then as a Zionite, you need to ask yourself, am I one of those people who contributed to the sudden change of these Reverend Fathers? Do you understand? First of all, I will not talk about Father Mbaka and Evangelist Kobe, and I will tell you the reason why. So I will just exempt Father Mbaka in this my video I'm going to do. And the reason why I want to exempt Father Mbaka is that since the whole issue between Father Mbaka and Evangelist Kobe, which we noticed after Father Mbaka preached about fake prophet and prophets that gingered the whole of this problem from the onset, I have consistently tried to be very careful dabbling into that case. Do you know why? Because I respect Evangelist Kobe very well, because I know very, very well that he was a very, very, very hardcore fan of Father Mbaka. And he has been in the forefront in media defending Father Mbaka in most of his attacks. Do you understand? Personally, some people who are fan of Father Mbaka might not value those things, but personally, there's a way I judge things. I'm not a daft, So I know that Evangelist Kobe was in the forefront fighting for Father Mbaka. And for a problem to come out like this, it is not just something that any wise person who was once the fan of these two men of God would take sides so easily. You get? Personally, I decided not to say some certain things about the issue between Father Mbaka and Evangelist because of what? One reason. Anything I say might be wrong. Because none of these two parties has ever come out to tell us that this is the extra thing that is wrong between them. The only thing we hear is that if I open my mouth and talk what happened, the earth will collapse, or the other person is saying it, the other person is saying it. None of them has somebody calling to tell us what is happening. So whatever I say that is happening between these two men of God, it is an assumption, which I might be wrong at the end of the day. So that is why you see me that I have never come out to say my stand. I have so many things on my mind, but I don't say it because, first of all, I need one person to tell us what really happened. Then we'll know how to dive into this case. But in some of the criticism of Father Mbaka, most of them are real, and most of them are genuine, and most of them are things that we know that is very wrong in Zion Ministry that need to be corrected. You get? Even though that behind his criticism, it is not just a criticism. Behind it, you see a misunderstanding between two people. Even though that most of the things Father Mbaka is criticizing about what Evangelist Kobe is doing is true, 100% true. But when you look behind the scene of that criticism, you notice that there is two people who are not in good terms. Do you understand? So, but let me now tell you, there's a Reverend Father they call Father Uche Peter. You get? He is the one behind the Faith Champion something on Facebook. This is his picture. So, if anybody tell you, all of you that knows this father now, that knows how he has been a thorn on the flesh of Zion Ministry now, if anybody tell you that this father has always consistently been a supporter of Zion Ministry from the onset, this father has in public confronted his own fellow Reverend Father, Kevin. You get? Anytime he speaks or he writes anything that is not in positive direction to Zion Ministry, he will be there and counter it. You don't even know how he used to write long notes. Most of you don't know this Reverend Father. Most of you just started knowing him now because the only way you get attracted is where somebody criticize Evangelist Kobe. But people did not know this man when he started and how he has been a hardcore fan of Zion Ministry. Then let me play you this video. From this video, we continue.
Zionites all over the world, may God continue to bless all of you. Do not be discouraged. People will castigate you.
Before you continue, hold on. Have you heard about Easy Rent 24/7? Easy Rent 24/7 is a new platform that we just launched now. Now, if you're looking for apartment, if you're a tenant looking for apartment, you can easily go there and check if there's any apartment within your city or within the place you want to live. Or if you're a landlord, you have an apartment that is vacant and you're looking for people who are going to rent this apartment, just take your apartment to easyrent247.com, post the apartment there. People who need this apartment will contact you and they'll come and rent it out from you. Are you an agent? You have properties that you want to rent out, go to Easy Rent 24/7, post those your properties there. Clients will come there and chat you up and negotiate with you. Even if you are a developer who have property for sale, put it in easyrent247.com. You get? And expect your client there. Thank you.
Zionites all over the world, may God continue to bless all of you. Do not be discouraged. People will castigate you. People will call you names. People will say all manner of things against you just to demoralize you. Remain resolute in your faith. Do not be afraid, for God is with you. And whom God has raised, no man will ever bring down. Remember what God once told Joshua: I will make you great and I will raise you before men, so that they will know and recognize that I am with you. God has recognized Zion Ministry. God has raised Zion Ministry high, and God has proven beyond every reasonable doubt that He is actually in Zion Ministry.
So, if you listen to this video very well, this is just for one.
People coming all the way from Belgium. People coming from Germany. People coming from America. People coming from the Western world. People who have tested civilization.
Good lover of Zion Ministry. They plenty, but today they are the highest people who criticize Zion Ministry. Why this? It is because of the roles you people who are Zion fans, who are Zion followers, is playing on social media. You get? Because somebody who is like this, who has always been a supporter and a commender of Zion Ministry, cannot open his mouth and say that, no, we need to do this one like this. This one you did like this is not good. The person cannot correct. Once the person corrects, you people will abuse the person, you will pound on the person. Do you understand? So many people today who are against Evangelist Kobe, so many of them cannot trace one single thing Evangelist Kobe did to them direct. They turned against Evangelist Kobe because of what you people, the followers, are doing. You get? Somebody cannot, in love, criticize someone or correct someone. You get? Once anybody comes out to say, no, this one is not right, the person has turned to an enemy, and you people will start framing the person, laying all kind of allegations. That's why I said that the highest liars, bullies, and propagandists we have in this century is Zion followers. I said it yesterday, and I don't think I have apology over it, because that is true. Everybody cannot be silent. You get? These are people who have been fighting for Zion Ministry. Some of you that didn't know where these people started will just come out and start bullying them. You get? Because they say that this one is not good. Inside of your heart, as a Zion person, you where they fight everywhere, inside of your heart, you know that most of the things people criticize about Evangelist Kobe, inside of your heart, inside of your secret heart, you know very well that if you have opportunity to talk to Evangelist Kobe, you tell him to stop this thing, because you too, you know, like him. But your problem is that why will it be these people that will say it, and why would they say it outside? That is just your problem. Not that what they are saying is not true. You get? Somebody who really loves someone will never want to see the person being dragged on public space. You get? So anything that will make that person to be dragged, you would like to take it aside, to put to off it, so that it will not come out. You get? So if you have that opportunity to meet with Evangelist Kobe, and he asks you, just like Jesus asked his disciple, what do people think say I am? If he asks you, since you've been following me, what is that one thing you feel I'm not doing well that you would like me to change? You, inside of your heart. Now the same thing with these people, they talk say making change. Now what you tell them making change? But your problem is, why will it be these people that will say it? And that's how people started abusing these people. No Reverend Father, no same Reverend Father will see how you people are abusing his colleagues or himself because he tried to correct someone, and the person will still be there supporting you. Nobody does that. You get? Trace all the people apart from Reverend Father that have been supporting Evangelist Kobe that are no longer supporting him. Who are the cause? The followers. You get? Personally, some of you just start following me. You get? When we fight for Zion Ministry, all the way Omenala people, they do them. Personally, I know what I did. Some of you are sincere, know what I did on my page during that time. I just took up fight that doesn't belong to me just because of Evangelist Kobe. But where did I offend Evangelist Kobe? The first time I just write, say Zion Media team should be careful what they post on social media. That this is what is bringing all this dragging. Now the first offense why I commit. They go report for their group chat, say make everybody come they report my page. The screenshot of where they insulted people to go and report my page with the link of my page is there. Somebody leaked it and I posted it. You get? And since then, I stopped talking anything about Zion Ministry. I stopped talking any good thing about Zion Ministry. I just clear for them. The only thing is that I just have conscience. I don't condemn Evangelist Kobe. I don't abuse him. You've never seen me do that. I have my own pattern of blogging. Do you understand? And I have my principles. I'm better than all your bloggers because I don't abuse anybody. I don't abuse your man of God the way your bloggers do. Do you understand? So your problem is that these are the people who are correcting him. It's not that the correction inside of you is wrong, but why will it be them? And why would they do it on social media? You get? Father Mobejo has come out several times to even ask his fellow priests to support Evangelist Kobe that this work is not something that only them can do. You get? That anybody who is not against us is with us. Father Mobejo, the video is online. You get? But the moment he came out to say Evangelist Kobe should please know how he talk so many things that should be sensitive, like when it comes to mature adult stuff. That is where Father Mobejo offended Zionist for the first time. The video is there. I used to keep a video. I have a database where I keep all the videos I know that I'm going to use in future. You get? I designed a database where the only thing I keep there is videos I know that this video will be needed in future. I just put that video there. So when it comes, I'll start pulling them out. And that's why you'll be surprised. Most of my videos, if I decide to talk, I used to bring up old videos. Any video I see that I will need this video in future because I know that something must come out, I put it on my database. Do you understand? So now ask yourself as a Zion person, don't you think you are the reason why so many people have been Zion fan, who have been a Zion supporter, are against Zion ministry? Or yeah, take a look at Governor Ezoku. Governor Ezoku has stepped on so many toes because of Zion ministry. How did he turn to an enemy of Zion ministry? Just because he disagreed with somebody, Akuzion. He did not disagree with Evangelist Ebukobio. He did not insult Evangelist Ebukobio. But because he disagreed with Zion, Akuzion, you people started bullying him, doing all manner of things to him until his elastic limit elapsed and he started fighting even the Zion ministry. You get? I didn't know when Akuzion started being Evangelist Ebukobio. It is true, you people, I know that Akuzion is a stakeholder in Zion ministry. That once you criticize him, whether it is about his business that is not even Zion, you people will bring Evangelist Ebukobio inside. This is how insane some of you are. You get? I'm just talking about Father Peter. I'm not talking about Father Mbaka. I'm not talking about Father Mobejo. But I don't want to talk about Father Mbaka just because of what I said. Because anytime I talk about Father Mbaka, it's very, very sensitive. Because some of you see me as I'm the PA of Father Mbaka. So that's why I want to exempt that one. You get? Because even till today, I don't have any knowledge of what is the secret problem between these two people. But I know that most of the things Father Mbaka has criticized about Zion ministry are true. You get? Nobody's supposed to praise himself, say he dey holy past anybody. No disciple don't do one before. You get? Nobody. Many people are virgin. You get? But they don't need to come out and boast about it. Many people have more grace more than Evangelist Ebukobio. They don't boast about it. But I don't blame Evangelist Ebukobio because we are in Gen Z eras. Gen Z has entered everything. Now, Gen Z are becoming men of God. So you will not expect them to do like those people, those ancient people of this. You know, they must try to bring their Gen Z-ness inside of it. That is our nature. We are all Gen Zs. You get? So today I ask you, don't you think you are one of the problem why so many people hate Zion ministry today? You are one of them. Because 70% of people who have been supporting Zion ministry that no longer support Zion ministry now cannot say that what Evangelist Ebukobio did to them is this. They can only trace what Zion ministry did to them by what you people as a follower did. So people contributed to it. You know, as a Reverend Father, they have the right to question what Evangelist Ebukobio is doing. Do you know why? Why they have this right is because Evangelist Ebukobio says that he is a Catholic. And he uses all the Catholic patterns. You get? So they have the onus to checkmate what Evangelist Ebukobio is doing to be sure that he is not misleading their members. The only time I will know that they don't have that kind of right is when Ebukobio denounced that he is no longer a Catholic. That is when I'll be questioning what is their business to Evangelist Ebukobio ministry. But in as much as Evangelist Ebukobio still portrays himself as a Catholic, these Reverend Fathers have the right to question his activities. Do you understand? They have the right to question his utterances. They have the right, to monitor his ministry. That is the law of Catholic Church. And once you belong to any society, any group, any entity, what makes you a bona fide member of that entity or small group is your ability to abide by their rules and regulations. And once you cannot abide by any of this, you are no longer a member of that group. So be guided. Thank you.